Hey guys, welcome to Scare Theater, and today I'm debunking yet again another Lost Episode Creepypasta. Today I'm debunking Dead Bart, which was requested by Satanic UK. So here is Dead Bart Debunked. There are countless amounts of Lost Episode Creepypastas, most of which are extremely cliched. One of these creepypastas is Dead Bart. The story attempts to explain Fox's weird way of counting Simpsons episodes by attributing it to a lost episode from Season 1. The author originally heard about the episode labeled Dead Bart when someone brought it up at an event where David Silverman was speaking. Later, the author was able to talk to Matt Groening, the creator of The Simpsons, at a fan event, and asked him about the episode Dead Bart. Matt Groening replied by giving him a piece of paper with a URL on it. Upon going to the website, the author was met with a download link, and proceeded to download what was the lost episode, Dead Bart. The episode started like normal, except the animation was a bit off, and the characters acted differently. The episode was about the Simpsons going on a plane trip, but while on the plane, Bart broke a window and was sucked out of the plane. The first act ended with a shot of Bart's dead body, drawn in hyperrealism. The episode ended with the Simpsons visiting Bart's grave and seeing his dead body just laying in front of his tombstone. As the view zoomed out, you could see tombstones with the names of all the Simpsons guest stars on them. For guest stars that had already died, the death date on the tomb was the date that they would actually die, but the death date on everyone else's tomb was exactly the same. And now, the usual question. Is this real? One thing that makes Dead Bart somewhat interesting is that it has a video to go along with it. At the end of the story, on the Creepypasta wiki, there's a video added in that is supposedly the actual Dead Bart episode described in the story. As you can see, the quality is very poor, and it's really hard to see what is actually going on, which arises a question. How was the author able to describe the episode in such great detail, when right here, I can hardly tell what's going on? Even after reading the story, I can't really correlate which parts of the episode are supposed to match up with the story, and some parts were just entirely left out. I just feel like if I were to watch this without reading the story, and then summarize what I just saw, I wouldn't say anything even relatively similar to the creepypasta. This is a flaw that a lot of Lost Episode pastas have, such as Squidward's suicide. So, what was this a video of? It's pretty obvious that it's just a bunch of The Simpsons episodes cut together with some static overlay effect. I really wouldn't be surprised if this was made in Windows Movie Maker. There's also a flaw written into the actual story itself. The first two sentences say, "You know how Fox has a weird way of counting the Simpsons episodes?" They refuse to count a couple of them, making the amounts of episodes inconsistent. This is where the mistake is. It is true that Fox does have a strange way of counting the Simpsons episodes. If you look at a list of the Simpsons episodes, at one point the production codes will read 7G06, 7G09, 7G07, 7G11, which is obviously off. However, this is not exclusive to The Simpsons. Whereas a lot of shows today will properly count the production codes in the correct order, that is not the case for a lot of older shows. Seinfeld, which began the same year as The Simpsons, also counts the production codes out of order. Right here, they read 101, 103, 104, 102, and 105. Saved by the Bell, which also began in 1989, counts the episode's production codes out of order. The first 4 episodes in Season 1 read 6318, 6315, 6314, 6312. So, did that mean that both Seinfeld and Saved by the Bell had a lost episode in them? No. I don't know why their production codes are counted like this. Maybe it's some type of 80s to 90s thing. I really don't know. but it's definitely not the result of a lost episode. So, did The Simpsons actually have a strange way of counting their episodes? Yes, but so did a lot of other TV shows. You could have literally used the "know how blank has a weird way of counting episodes" opening for a lot of other TV shows. Like nearly every other Lost Episode pasta, Dead Bart is full of cliches and definitely not real in any way.